So, we've left the hotel, Hotel Lawson Wells, really nice stay there. All the people who run it are really, really nice. We're currently stood outside Supertours waiting for the bus. And then after the bus, we stop in Marrakesh, and then we've got to get a train from Marrakesh to Rabat. Hopefully, according to the timetable, we should be there like either by 1 or by... No, either by 3 or by 5. At least it's not like 10 o'clock at night, so there is that to be hopeful of. Yeah, it's going to be a long old travel day, so I don't know how much footage I'm going to get today because of, well, it's pretty much just going to be out of the window filming, do you know what I mean? So, who knows? We'll see. So, we're just leaving Marrakesh now. We just hopped on the train. We were both really hungry, so we snacked out on some of the food that we bought the other day, which is good because we're using it up. I think it's like a 5-hour journey to Rabat. It's a long time, but hey. Yeah, I didn't really get any like time lapses or anything from the last one because as soon as I got on the bus, I was asleep. And we stopped once and I thought, oh, sweet, chance to have a cigarette. I got off the bus, lit the cigarette, and he was like, oh, we're going. I'm like, oh, cheers, mate. Right, in typical my luck fashion, Melon booked a hotel last night called Hotel de Paris in Rabat. We've basically looked at the directions from one of the train stations after going past one of the other train stations on the train, thinking that it was nearer the main station after she got directions saying it was like 15 minutes walking, right? But the directions she got were directions to a hotel called Hotel Paris, not Hotel de Paris. Now anyone who knows French knows de means the. So it's Hotel de Paris instead of Hotel Paris. So because of that, we now have to walk 45 minutes to our hotel. We're trying to be on like as stingy of a budget as possible, so taxis out of the question, and we're trying to reduce the amount of walking we had to do. So Melon got directions from both train stations to find out where it is. However, she got directions to the wrong train station basically. It's hard. It's well to the wrong hotel from the wrong train station. Basically, it's partly both of our fault. She asked me like, what does de mean? And I was like, well, it means the. And she was like, oh, right, so do you think it would come up on Google Maps as Hotel Paris? And I was like, well, probably. Not knowing that there is actually two that are basically exactly the same. So we now have a 45-minute walk ahead of us to get to where we're supposed to go. And yeah, getting public transport is probably not happening. So yeah, we've got a long walk. We literally came out of the station here in Rabat, and after 5.5 hours, even though it said it'd be less than 5 hours, after 5.5 hours with no cigarette, I came out, I was like, I want a cigarette. We wanted a coffee, and we thought, oh, iced coffee. Went to McDonald's, they said they had iced coffee, but no ice. So there was only normal coffee, and also a normal coffee doesn't come with a meal for some reason here. So we just got Coke instead. So now we're walking this insanely long distance to the hotel. And like, we actually did this to avoid this stupidly long walk, and we've still ended up having to do a stupidly long walk. Also, I'd like to mention as well, I know like TripAdvisor and all that sort of shit sort of advised against coming here during Ramadan. Now, everyone I've spoken to, like all of the Moroccan people I've spoken to, they've all been really cool and saying, oh no, it'll be fine, you know, there'll be places open for food and drink and that. So I was like, okay, you know, nothing to worry about. But there's always one dickhead, right? Now the other day in Marrakesh, I was walking down the road with a cigarette and someone said, oh, don't smoke please, it's Ramadan. Why? what, am I supposed to just not smoke because you don't? That's, do you know what I mean? I understand, yeah, fair enough. I'm not going to take the piss and, you know, walk down the road with an ice cream and a burger. Do you know what I mean? But at the same time, you know, it's got nothing to do with me. It's nothing to do with me. It's your choice whether you don't want to eat, drink or smoke during the day. It's your choice whether you want to be religious. It's not mine. I'm not a Muslim, so and it happened again today here in Rabat. Like, we're in a major city. There's people out sat in front of McDonald's eating burgers and drinking Coke, and I'd literally just walked past the McDonald's with a cigarette, and a guy's like, "Oh, don't smoke, it's Ramadan." And I'm like, are you going to go and tell everyone in McDonald's to not eat and drink? No, of course you're not. But because it's me on my own with the cigarette, for some reason, you feel obliged to tell me not to smoke. Fuck off. Like, I'm really kind of struggling to enjoy myself at the moment. Really, really struggling, because everything seems to be against me at the moment. We just, as I said, we just walked we had a 45 minutes walk to our hotel. We just walked it, and basically we can't find it. We just stopped at a coffee shop supposedly near where it is. Asked them about it, and they're saying, yeah, it's completely in the opposite direction. The Hotel Paris. So it's kind of like everything's against me at the moment. I broke my tripod, my selfie stick, my SD card isn't working. Just everything has just failed me at the moment. I can't even put it into words how annoying it is. And we're in a major city as well. It's not like in Fez where you can't find your directions anywhere because there are basically no Google Maps for the roads. That's understandable, but here we're on a main road, and it's saying that both of these hotels are on this main road. One is 45 minutes from the direction we've just come, and the other one is here, supposedly. It's saying we walked past it, but we definitely haven't. We have definitely not walked past it. This is the first time I've gone to a different country and actually, by the end of it, gone, I really want to go home. Like, when I was in Bulgaria, I got an ear infection. I was saying I wanted to go home, but then when it cleared up enough for me to sort of survive and hear enough, it wasn't that bad. It was good. But yeah, at the moment, I'm literally just like, oh, I don't even know. I can't even explain it. I just want to go home now. Just so many fuck ups, one after the other. And I'm trying to be cheerful as well, because this is a vlog and people don't really find me being miserable interesting. But I'm trying to give an accurate description as well of how I've found my time in Morocco. Right, so we finished our coffee. We've pretty much basically got to walk exactly where we've just walked all the way back again, which is an absolute fucking ball ache. But the guy in the coffee shop was really nice. He didn't speak a lot of English, but he was really friendly. Added me on Facebook, and he was like, if you have a problem, message me. And this is what I mean about the Moroccan people. They're so lovely and welcoming. There's just the occasional one that's an asshole. And basically, yeah, the problem we've got is it's saying, basically this is the hotel, supposedly. Quite obviously not a hotel, right? Google Maps has got a number for the one that we're supposedly staying at, but not for the one that everyone seems to think it is. It's also saying that there's two hotels with the same name on the same road, but like 45 minutes apart, which is really, really odd. So basically, we've got to walk back or get a taxi. Now, I want to avoid getting a taxi as much as possible, because we shouldn't have even really stopped for coffee. But we did, because we were just, oh, fuck this. But you know how Google like automatically saves your details into it? It saves, basically it's like Google stalking you and knows exactly where you're going. I kind of don't like it, but at the same time it's really helpful. It's even got the dates under the hotel that doesn't exist that we're staying there today. But there is no hotel there, so we can't be staying there. So yeah, we've got a long old walk ahead of us. We've got to walk all the way back, but I'm glad I got that coffee. I feel a lot better now. So, we've made it to our room. It's easily the dingiest room we've had so far. It's a proper basic room. I mean, like, overlooks various commotion going on outside. It's just very basic. I mean, it'll do for one night. I'm not too worried, but yeah, it's just a very, very small room. The outside bit looks, not like outside the front, but like the courtyard bit looks pretty cool. But yeah, I'm glad we're only here for one night. It's a shared bathroom as well, I think, which is a further ball ache. Doesn't even have curtains. Oh, yeah, I think today has just kind of been one disaster after another. And to be honest, the past few days have been a bit like that. Yeah, kind of glad we're leaving tomorrow. There's even some sort of scummy tissue under the bed. But it's like the cheapest place to stay here in Rabat. So, you know, what more do you want? I was hoping to not have to exchange any more money, but it kind of looks like I have to, because yeah, after we got McDonald's I was thinking, oh, you know, it's only a short walk to the hotel, which it actually was. But then, as I explained earlier, we thought it was further down. When there, it doesn't exist, so we come back here. I said this to the guy and he was like, no, it's here. I know that, I'm here now. Like, I'm well aware of that. I've made it. It's kind of annoying as well, because the past sort of few days of vlog have been very, very, very boring. Because, yeah, we've just sort of felt run down. I mean, all the people I've met who have been lovely, and all the things I've seen that have been really awesome, great. But we probably should have just, you know, gone home either earlier or gone home from somewhere else, because yeah, god damn, this has just been a nightmare. The Sahara tour, awesome. You know, seen a lot of awesome stuff. Like in Fez was awesome. It was a bit overwhelming, but awesome, especially when we got out of the Medina and walked up to the hill. But unfortunately, you guys haven't seen that because my SD card got corrupted. Marrakesh, the people at the hostel, awesome. Chefchaouen was beautiful. Casablanca was shit. Do you know what I mean? I just kind of feel like I spent this entire vlog moaning, rather than going, oh, look at this, guys. Look at how beautiful this is. Look at how amazing this is. I've just kind of spent the whole time like, oh, fuck's sake, not again. And it's annoying because I'm really not like that. Essaouira was beautiful and the hotel we stayed in was beautiful, but it was a shame it was windy because we probably would have spent more time at the beach. We kind of just spent sort of 3 days just chilling, really, which was nice. So if I was travelling around the world, I'd be like, oh, it's alright, at least I've got blah de blah to look forward to, or the next place, or, you know. Whereas with here, it's just like counting down the days until I go. There's one plug socket in this room, and it's not here where you'd expect it to be next to the bed. It's not next to this bed. It's by the fucking bathroom. So we've had to move the table. Ugh. As I said, I felt like I spent most of this trip moaning, and I really do see the good in things. And like, so many people have come here, but I've realised why lots of travel bloggers have only come here for a short period of time. I think, I don't know, we're going to need to find somewhere else to go just to chill for sort of the remainder of the day, because I'm even half tempted to just go to the airport now and stay there, because I'm pretty sure sleeping in the airport would be better than here. Do you know what I mean? I don't really want to have to spend an entire day at an airport, but at the same time... That guy from the coffee shop commented on the Melons on a Mission group. I added him to it, and he was like, I love it. Such a lovely guy. And this is what I was saying, like, it's not everything. It's not everything here that has annoyed me. It really isn't. It's just so many small inconveniences. Most of them have been with my technology, not with Morocco. But the two major cities we've been to, Casablanca and here, they're shit. Really, just shit. I would just like to point out as well, guys, like, me and Melon splitting up has really put a damper on my mood, because I'm usually pretty happy and chilled and laid back, but I've just kind of had enough now. I've had her moaning the whole time we've been here, and now this has happened. We've had to walk, we've literally walked for an hour and a half, 2 hours, just to find a really shit hotel, and I'm just like, I just want to go to the airport. I've never had that experience in my life before, where I've literally just been like, oh fuck it, should we just go back and... Yeah. It's not been a whole shit experience here in Morocco. I've had a lot of fun, I've had a really good time, and as I said, all the people I've met have been lovely. It's just one thing after another, straw that broke the camel's back kind of thing. Because, yeah, it really has just been a long list of fuck-ups. A really long list of fuck-ups. Now we're trying to I'm literally searching as we speak for train times and prices to the airport, because I honestly think we will get a better night's sleep at the airport than here. Just, as I was saying, with me and Melon breaking up, it hasn't helped, because I haven't even been able to sort of be myself on camera. Like, the first couple of days of vlogging, I was still a bit, you know, all camera. Now I've warmed up to the camera, and yeah, then us breaking up, I'm just like, I just want to go home, sort out my shit, so I can just move out and move on. But all the time where we have to spend 24 hours a day with each other, it's not helping. So, yeah. And now the internet's not working again. Fuck's sake. This is what I was saying about Moroccan people being so lovely. Like, we've just turned up at the airport, there's like nobody here. They're like, you want to sleep here at the airport? We went through the scanner, and they were like, just came and sat down, and I think they could tell by the expression on my face that it's just been a really shit day. And yeah, we just sat down, and he's like, you want some soup? You want some food? So he's just sort of given us a selection of food. It's so nice, do you know what I mean? Like, they're sat down eating their like Ramadan meal, I assume, and yeah, they're just like, you want some? Melon's crying, she's really upset, and like, I think it's just sort of hit home now to her that, you know, it's over between us. I think that's that, and the fact that we're now sleeping at the airport rather than at a hotel. But to be honest, with everything, the way everything was going, I was just like, to be honest, if we book ourselves into another hotel, it's either going to cost us a shitload, or it's, you know, it's just going to go horribly wrong. And yeah, I was just sick of it. I was just like, I need to go to the airport, just stay there until the flight, because I just couldn't handle any more fuck ups. And all the security here are like so lovely, and yeah, I think it's really starting to sink into both of us that like it's over now. Yeah, It's not been a good day. Not a good day. Yeah. We ended up getting a taxi because the airport shuttle didn't run. We had a moment of, oh fuck, we're stranded, because we had no money and we didn't think we would be able to afford a taxi. In the end, what we did was we went to a cash machine, or got a petite taxi to take us to the airport, got him to stop at an ATM to draw out the money. So yeah, we made it here, and yeah, it's just been a really, really bad day. So, shed my first lot of tears since we've been here. Yeah, it's been hard, really hard the past couple of days, really hard, because I don't like to cry in front of my significant other. It sort of makes me feel weak, and we cried before when we broke up, before we came, because I just felt like it was such a silly reason to break up, just because she kind of basically doesn't want to leave the house. But I think, yeah, it's really hitting home now to me and to her that it's the end. I just come outside for a cigarette. We got like almost no cigarettes left. It seems like there's nowhere here to buy cigarettes. Yeah, not an ideal scenario. I would have just booked us into another hotel, but with the way I'm feeling at the moment, I just wanted today to go fast, and everything seems to be against me, and I'm just sick of it now. I just want to go home where I can relax. I can go and see my friends, specifically a couple that I've got in mind. You know, just fighting back the tears now. As I said, I wanted this to be an accurate vlog. I didn't want this to be one of those vlogs like, oh, everything's chipper, when it's not. So I want to be as honest with anyone who watches my videos as possible. This is no reflection on Morocco, but relationship problems have definitely dampened my experience here. Would I come back? Probably. At least, even just to see a couple of the friends who I've made here. Like Zach, you're a legend. You know, I would come back even just to see them. Yeah, basically, just really, really not an ideal scenario, and I really just want today to be over. Luckily, check-in is at 1 tomorrow, so it's not ridiculously late. There's also cafes and things here, although they're not open till tomorrow. Yeah, just a very shit situation, really. As I was saying, like in SOR, like 2 days ago, I haven't cried or got upset about it yet, and there's only so long a person can sort of hold it in. And as I was saying earlier in the hotel, it's like having to spend 24 hours a day with the person who you've just split up with. For me, I just need a bit of space, and I can't have that because I can't just leave her on her own. And then seeing her really upset, it really upset me. I didn't realise how hard this would be as well. Now, I knew travelling is hard, but travelling with a broken relationship is harder. A lot harder. Especially when 2 days before you know that it's over. Or technically 3. We broke up the night before I said it on YouTube or on the vlog. So, yeah. I just really want to go home now. If there was any way I could book a flight now, I would, but I've only got English currency. There's no currency exchanges open. It's just not ideal. Yeah, very, I mean, the only flights are to Paris and Brussels. And let's face it, if I book the flight now, it'd be expensive. And then if I book a Eurotunnel now, that will also be expensive, and even the £200 I've got won't cover that. Not only that, it's yeah, it's too late really. We've already got the flight booked. We've got half a day, well, essentially not even 12 hours really to go. So yeah, hopefully my round the world trip is not quite as depressing and morbid. And in other news, I'm a fucking idiot. Oh my god. I could have sworn when I booked the flight home, we'd booked it to Gatwick, right? Turns out it's not to Gatwick, it's to Heathrow. I was pretty sure it was to Gatwick when I booked it. I was certain of it. I don't know how I've managed to do that, but somehow I've managed to book a ticket from here to Heathrow. I was certain when I booked it, it says LGW, which is London Gatwick. But I'm just looking at it now, after printing it, and it's saying Heathrow. I don't know how much that's going to cost me on the train on the way home, but hopefully not too much. Otherwise we're going to go home with literally no money. Good thing I added the £200 buffer. Otherwise, you know, we would be fucked right about now. We'd be fucked. We'd be sleeping at an airport right about now. We just seen a sniffer dog go that way, and then just as we seen the sniffer dog go that way, this cat just appeared out of nowhere. Where did this cat come from? In an airport? Like, what? How many times have you ever seen... Comment down below if you've ever seen a weird animal in an airport. I don't mean like pigeons and birds, because pigeons and birds can get in for obvious reasons. A cat? How does a cat get into an airport unless it's the actual somebody in the airport's cat? But it could be a stray, because most of the cats I've seen here are. Yeah. A kitty. A camera shy kitty. Strange. Very strange.